Well, investors were dancing on George Papandreou's political grave today, although it wasn't him so much as the idea that the European Bank's day of reckoning could be put off a bit longer if there were no Greek referendum on the bailout. The Australian market jumped 2.5% thanks to some massive gains by the big iron ore miners, BHP, Rio and Fortescue, and the banks all went up by more than 2% as well. Now, iron ore miners have been doing pretty poorly over the past month because the spot price of their product in China has collapsed. This didn't used to matter. In fact, there wasn't a spot market at all for a long time, but iron ore pricing is now moving from long-term contracts to short-term deals based on spot prices. Now, it looks bad until you remember that the cost of producing iron in the Pilbara is about $30 a tonne, so they're still making what's technically known as a mozza. The Reserve Bank put out its statement on monetary policy today and cut its forecasts for economic growth and inflation. The new GDP forecast for June next year is 4%, down 0.5%, and the inflation forecast explains why rates were cut, because inflation is now forecast to be squarely in the middle of the 2 to 3% target band. The S&P always contains lots of lovely graphs, including this one today of the cash rate and the average home loan rate. The difference used to be 2%. It went to 2.5% during the crisis and is now 2% again. The Aussie dollar jumped 1.5 cents today, in line with the big rises on all financial markets around the world. I'll be back on Sunday at 10 a.m. with Inside Business and the CEO of Westpac, Gail Kelly, and the editor of the Financial Times, Lionel Barber. Till then, that's finance.